crafty.net. I am hoping that we are connecting with everybody here live. Give me a shout out when you do join so that I can see you, and where are you from? It would be really helpful just to know that everybody is joining. Oh, crackers. Y'all, I can't multitask. So we're going to give it a second to multitask. If you don't know, my name is Jamie and I'm with gettingcrafty.net. I am approaching 17 years as a Stampin' Up demonstrator. So I have lived the La Vida crafting. If you guys don't know what that is the life of crafting. I'm sure there's a Spanish word for crafting that I'm not saying correctly, but you get it. La vida. That means life. You guys, I'm not on it today. I am super stoked to be here. Okay, and we're doing Tuesdays. I want to see if this works for you guys. And I have an over-the-top card. There we go. So I was checking. I didn't finish checking. Goodness, you guys can hear me, right? Let me see here. And yep, you can. I'm sure there's a Spanish word for crafting that I'm not saying correctly, but you get it. La vida. That means life. Okay, so I see that we are crafting here live. I am popping in. Hey, Melly, nice to see you. If you guys haven't, like and share. You guys can tag this. You can share it on your profile. You can share it on Pinterest. You can share it everywhere. So I am popping on to make sure that we are sharing across the board. It's funny how the social media works. Sharing is caring, quite legit. So I see people popping on. Make sure that you comment. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up and a heart if you can. When you hit that little sharing arrow, like that on the stuff, you can share it to groups. You can share it all over. So it's priceless. You don't know how much it means to my family and I when you support me. I meant to go grab it. Would you like a sheet of coupons to use that for your crafting all year long? You have to let me know. I mean, I want to send it to you. We have our Getting Crafty Technique Club, which is starting up in January. There's 2 different bi-monthly clubs available. And so, Denise can hear me. Oh, good. And then Helene. Hello, Helene. Nice to see you. And so, there's Linda. Good. Okay, so I will miss you when you have to save and come back, but I know you always come back, Linda. You're always so good. So a couple things are happening. I'm moving this. We are going to create a pop-out, wow, over-the-top card, and I'm really excited because I love, love, love how it came out. And if Linda's here, we've been online friends for enough time that she knows I'm not a big fan of pink. It was funny when I had daughters, that was one of the things I mourned, like, oh, I have to own pink, which is funny. Hi, Trina. And so I've gotten over it because pink is really just a light red, as we like to talk about. But I've created a pink Christmas card today, pink and brown, which was on trend when my baby was born. And so did you know I signed up 2 weeks before giving birth to my daughter? 2 weeks. It's nuts. But I've had all of my daughters while being a Stampin' Up demonstrator. It's been amazing. And so I'm super stoked. I'm going to have a sip of my seltzer water. Hold on. You guys ready to see the card? Do you want to see it? We will be embracing, and I am determined. I just dropped something. I am determined as soon as we leave here that I'm going to go downstairs and blog before I go to bed and conk out. But I feel myself spiraling already, so we'll see how that goes. We're going to be using the Sweet Gingerbread stamp set. It reminds me of every year we try to build a gingerbread house, and every year we fail. I don't know how they get it to stand up. One of my girlfriends here in Fort Wayne, she and her family entered the gingerbread contest last year. Their house was amazing. It had stained glass windows, and they were phenomenal. But they poured a lot of love and time into it. And maybe that's it. Maybe I don't have time or patience. I usually nibble because I like gingerbread. So we're going to embrace this wonderful set, and we're going to do an over-the-top wow card. Now, if you're interested in finding out about the Getting Crafty Club, if you're interested in Technique Club, hi Deb. If you're interested in finding out about our free classes, grabbing free product with Stampin' Up, my catalogs are going out to my customers. And if you have not shopped with me in the last year, I want to make sure I grab both. Nope. I know I had it. Yep, there it is. There it is. I would love to send you a catalog so that you can. Hi, Marge. Hi, Margot. Hi, Deb. Okay, so these are going out in the mail tomorrow. And so if you would like to receive yours from us, this will be available in January. And this catalog is all free stuff. It's celebration. Make sure you let me know. You can email me, Jamie, Jamie, at gettingcrafty.net. That's gettingcrafty.net. And I am glad to send it out to you. But I have to do, for the first order that's going out, I have to do that tomorrow. So I want to make sure I send it to you. If you have any questions, you can also text me, and that you can find that information on my blog at gettingcrafty.net, as well as all the measurements for this fun fold card. So I'm going to give it to you. You guys ready? You set? I love fun folds. And they're so easy, and they really do elevate your projects. So what we're going to do is see this really cute little pink and brown, sweet little gingerbread card. I know, so cute. We are going to use our Stamparatus to create this really sweet little gingerbread. We have the gorgeous fence that comes with this die cut set. We have the little trees. We're going to do this over the top. Now, this is using a not Christmas paper, but I love it so much that I had to use it. So it is I'm going to make sure I have it. I think it's called Abigail Rose, but I don't want to drop everything because it looks like if I grab it too fast, I will. This is that gorgeous collection, and it is called Abigail Rose. So you want this in your life. All of the measurements will be on my blog at gettingcrafty.net. Before I go to bed tonight, I am determined not to fall asleep. If you guys don't know, I homeschool my kids, and so this is our community day, and I lead a group of middle schoolers this year, and it's super fun. It's what a blessing it is. So, yeah. That's it. So let me see. I am getting ready. I have everything set. We are going to take this and take it up a few levels. So what we're going to do is start with our crumb cake cardstock base. If you guys don't know, I have every color family behind me, but this is crumb cake right here. It's this yummy, buttery yellow, buttery brown. It's soft, and it kind of reminds me of Kraft, but not as yellowy brown as Kraft cardstock, right? Does that make sense? We're going to go ahead and create right now. I'm actually going to put my hair up before we do that. And then if you guys want to make a modification, you can let me know, and I am glad to do so while we're doing it. So if you have a different suggestion, do a shout out and let me know. Again, if you haven't already, like and share this video. That is sharing is caring is priceless. Let's go ahead and dive in right now. There we go. I am been talking for a little while because I do 2 lives every single Monday or Tuesday. We're moving our lives to Tuesdays, so I'm glad you're here joining me. There we go. Okay, so you can see the mess. Y'all can see the mess. It is happening. So we are using the Sweet Gingerbread Bundle. When you order from Stampin' Up, make sure you grab the bundles because you save 10% immediately on the collection that coordinates, right? And it has the coordinating dies that come with it. And there's more dies at my die cutting station, but this was the majority of it. So I'm going to set those aside because I know the project that we're doing right now. I don't need them on my table, and it's already a little chaotic, y'all. It's already a little chaotic. So this is a piece of crumb cake cardstock, and one of my favorite browns, quite legit. So we're going to take and go in and fold it diagonal. And one of our best tools, you guys really, and look it's off just a smidge, so you can manipulate your paper, right? I like to say our cardstock is probably more manipulatable than my husband and children. My daughter asked me, what do I want for Christmas? And I was like, I don't know. What do you guys get when you don't know what you want? Like, I don't know, right? We are going to fold this. Hi, Bonaboo. So this is a super easy, you guys, fun fold. It does wow people with being no extra waste. If you know me, I'm all about things that are efficient and they're wow. Does that make sense? An efficient wow? I don't know. So we are creating, if you guys haven't seen, this really pretty, hi Donna. So this is our card. Are you guys ready to see it open up? It's going to wow you. And it's so easy. We're going to open it. And there you go. Don't you love it? This reminds me of the striped candies that you get during the holidays. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Donna. You're sharing with your twin sister? I love that. And so as soon as we're done here, before I go downstairs and go to bed, I will work to blog this so you guys have all the measurements tonight. I'm working to get caught up on my blogging because people don't realize how much effort goes into blogging. And it folds down just like so. This is one of my favorite sweets in the catalog. We used it at our recent retreat that we did, the one-day retreat, and it was super fun. Okay, so I'm going to set it, I don't know. Do you guys want to see it while we're creating? I don't know, you guys. Okay, so this is our project, but I'm going to set aside the cardstock. Yeah, I'm going to set aside because I need a clean area or I go a little cray-cray. We have here, when you use a 3D project, you really want to get a good bone folder in there. Hi, down under, my sweet Leone. How you doing, boo-boo? So when you guys moved, Lee, did you guys move near a beach? Is that what happened? So I don't know if that's what you did, sister. If you guys don't know, Stampin' Up! Is across the world in many countries. And I'm actually, it's one of the best part of the journey, is the friendships I have from all over the world. I could go to Arizona right now, and about a dozen different beloved people would be fighting for my attention. And Leone is one I would definitely be staying with. She and her husband and I became friends on an incentive trip that we earned. So, okay. So I have this base. Set it aside, but don't lose it, my sweet friends. A wow card is really easy to do, and you could easily duplicate this. If you're going to mail it, though, you have to understand that you would not necessarily want to mail this in a standard card. It's too thick. It may be one piece of cardstock, but it's too thick to mail without getting dinged in the post, right? So you want to be careful. And this Abigail Rose has this vintage designer series paper that is so pretty. This reminds me of, you know, the where they check people. What is that called? We're about 40 minutes from the beach coast and the Great Ocean Road. Nicely. Leon is wonderful. She actually caught the video of this little koala bear, you guys. And the koala bear was at her fence while she was walking her pup. So cute. Okay. Of course, I told my family, but the dogs are going to bark in the background, y'all. They're downstairs, but I'm pretty sure you can hear them. Okay. We're going to hop in, and I am starting with my Stamparatus as I drop things on the floor. Boom, shakalaka, baby. Boom, boom. Okay. This is die cut the little gingerbread house, and I've pre-die cut that. Why? Well, this will be something I can literally create 50 of these because I set up my Stamparatus for easy crafting. So I did the die cutting on a template, beforehand, and now I can just pop these in here and create, which makes for easy crafting life when you're sending. I usually send about 200 Christmas cards. And when you send that many or more, I know friends that send more, you want to make sure you're not drowning. Now, we're going to start with the Petal Pink ink pad, and we're going to pat here. Now, especially when you're using the this photopolymer, you want to make sure you have the softer, more firmy foam mattress Stamparatus pad underneath of here, or you want to use your Pierce mats. So I have them out today. So we're going to go ahead, and this is another reason that it's really great. Oh, shoot, I forgot the eraser, Dawn. That's okay. It's around here somewhere. I brought it up here to be safe, as you know me. Okay, so when you use photopolymer, it's sticky and it will pull up the stamped image. So that's why you have a template to go right back where you want it. One of my favorite tools is the Stamparatus because I like to have a solid image. So if you were to look here, and you can see that it's not like, it's got little speckles, right? And we don't want that to be on there. You want to fill it in, all your nooks and crannies. I see there's like little like fibers on this, probably because it was sitting on my counter. That's probably why, y'all. And we're going to go in there and give it a good back rub. Okay. Then this is Stampin' Up! Design. This is our trademarked positioner tool because you can move things around. It's really important. We're going to start with, it doesn't matter because all the pieces are there. You can do all of them and then come back. We're going to do the door in crumb cake. Double checking. Ah, crackers. I just dropped a bunch of papers, y'all. Making sure. It looks like it was mint. Why does it look mint? Not crumb cake. But I'm going to go with crumb cake, like a brown door. Right there. And it's going to go right over it. I'm going to pick up the papers that I dropped because leave it to me. Crackers and cheese, y'all. Okay, so when you lift it up, there's our little door. Then we're just going to pick it up and turn it around. And I am using the color family, the Subtles, that coordinates with the Petal Pink. When you create and you use a coordinating color family, almost everything in there will match perfectly. Now, yellow windows are important when you're having a cute little stamped house. Here we go. And I'm going to set aside this bad boy until we need it next time. So there's our cute little house. But we're going to make it cuter because we all need the cutest little gingerbread house trim. Look at our little gingy trim. Can you guys see that? Super cute. And what we're going to do is we're going to be using our multi-purpose liquid adhesive. Now, this is my recommendation. If you guys are creating a bunch of these cards to send in the holidays, and that could be as many as 5, that could be 10 cards, that could be 50. Legit, you could do it, especially with the tools and the way I'm teaching you. Do it systematically. So do all of your die cutting. I do love this set as well, Denise. So do all of your die cutting, do all of your stamping, and then sit in front of the television with a lap board and put it all together. Right? There we go. Super cute, right? You guys can have a lot of fun with this. And it's so easy. We're going to set it aside just so that I can keep creating without like stumbling kind of a thing. We have our Petal Pink cardstocks. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We need 2 very vanilla cardstocks that are right here. I wanted to make sure I do need to trim this down. I had that one too big. Pretty sure. Yep. And then we need 2 of these striped ones. They remind me of striped candy. That's okay, Melody. I'm so glad you're here. It's getting used to like the change, right, sister? It's hard for me. Like I have a hard time with the change, and understanding time like throws me off. It's so weird. That's one of my struggles. I don't know if it's tied to my learning disorder or not. But I struggle with like managing changes. It's so weird. Again, this is that Abigail Rose Designer Series paper. Now the back side is stunning. You guys, it's not your traditional Christmas paper at all. It's in the main catalog. It is fabulous. And I will stay up tonight. I keep saying that because I'm talking myself into it. Because as I get tired, right? You don't want to... Stop being a wimp, Jamie. Toughen up. Now, we're going to take... And... setting aside my Abigail Rouge. And we're going to trim this down a smidge. Now, a way to elevate your projects is to use a color dauber across the side. So what I mean by that is we are going... hold on. Did I trim it down? I did. This is fine. I must have screwed something else up along the way. Ooh, y'all, don't imitate Jamie. Add an imaginary layer when you guys do that, when you do this daubing with the sponger. Now, I'm getting all my pieces and I'm setting this up assembly line style. So I'm setting up all my happy little piles. There we go. And you need 2 of the striped and 2 of the petal pink that you're going to cut. Are you ready? So I'm having them go in the same direction. So if you haven't seen, this card is going to be really easy to create. And again, when you pop it open, it has a lot to give. It's really going to dominate somebody's table. They're going to love it. They're going to be showing these people, and they're going to be playing with it. And it's sturdy enough to handle that, right? You could create this card to be a little bit lighter if you wanted to, if you use Designer Series paper for the whole project. I just think that that's not going to be sturdy enough to stand up to the interaction of being played with. Now, this is one of the things I do. I use my paper trimmer as a guide right here. So I'm making sure the corner is there and the corner is here. Right? Hold it down and use your paper trimmer to go up and down. And then set it over on the side in the way that you do it. The reason I do that is otherwise my brain gets confused. It's weird, but it's just how my brain works, right? Some people, they have no problem with that. And I'm sure it's fine without that, but I am determined. This paper is like off-sized. I want to make sure. Cheeky. Okay. These are all wacky. I don't know what I did, y'all. Okay, hold on. See, and as I thought I was like all prepared. What? Jamie's not perfect? Heck us no. Okay. I need... Y'all, I cut these before we get on live. You have to laugh. Like, Leonie, if you're still on here, you're laughing. Because I know you know. We know. We work and we think we got it. But look at that. Like, what did I do? I wasn't paying attention. It's all supposed to be the same size. Okay. This turns. So stuff is not square. Y'all, I don't even know what I did. I don't want to fuss with it. So this is where a sister gets a little, like, determined. So I'm grabbing some more petal pink. Because sometimes, for me, fiddling with it, I'll keep twisting it and making it go awry. I just will, quite honestly. And so we are going to go right here. And we're going to do a little twist on this one. Or we don't have to, but we can, right? Oh, and you can tell why my blades need to be replaced. They start making that feathery thing happen. Ugh, I hate that. And my blades are nearby somewhere. I'm in the middle of cleaning up my studio, and it's impressive how much stuff I have in here. Okay. There we go. Again, I will blog and put all these measurements tonight before I go to bed. I have a long day tomorrow. So I know if I don't do it tonight, there's a good chance it won't happen. And I hate that, y'all. I dislike when things don't go like I think, oh, I'm going to wake up early. And then if I don't sleep, I don't wake up early. You gotta love it. Okay, I'm going to fiddle with one of these. I just want to see. Boom, shakalaka, baby, boom, boom. That one's done. Okay, so you need 5 pieces for the bottom. There. Oh, I just put it away for no apparent reason. Again, we're going to put our piles. So we need to take 2 that we're going to cut and 3 that we are not, okay? Those 3 that are not cut are going to the side. Then we're going to do the same thing we just did with that beautiful designer series paper. We're going to line up one corner and we're going to line up the second. And I have a tendency to fiddle. So what I do is I'll move one corner and then I check the other to make sure I didn't take it off of the rails a little bit. There we go. And then because of how I work, I will just set these aside and I will work systematically with it. Okay. So what do you think so far? Are you guys getting nervous? Are you following along the crazy train of Jamie? That's the question. Okay. So we're going to put this bad boy together. A little step-by-step see. And here. And we're going to use a dauber. I like to mark my daubers. I also love a good label maker. So we're going to go in here and just double the ends this side. You don't have to, but this is supposed to be vintagey and like the baking season is what it reminds me of, right? Then we're just going to come in and adhesive that down right there. And we're going to go through that. And actually, I will probably not do all of it. I'll probably just do one side of the, I don't know, we'll see. Right? I don't want us to take too long since I am going to make sure this beautiful card is blogged tonight for us. So you're good. Now, take your designer series paper and do the same thing. Go through all of it. And keep that vintagey vibe going on. This reminds me of when my daughter was born, pinks and browns were really popular. And it's funny that right now grays are like everywhere. But I still find myself leaning towards that beautiful, soft, vintage brown. And crumb cake in this petal pink. I'm saying I'm not a pink fan, but girl, I like me some crumb cake and petal pink. And we're going to use the multi-purpose, it's not a thick line, y'all. It's not thick. Now, this is where you want to take your, like, breather. You want to make sure that you are lining up your design, right? It's probably another reason why I use the each side. Because it does... The lines will go through and it's an optical illusion that is true, right? So you want to, and you want to have these 2 pieces cut. I mean, this is a little bit over the top. This is one of those things where maybe it takes you like a couple of evenings to do a bunch of these cards. And is it worth it? Girls, did you see that card move? That card moved and it popped out and it's so easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I can't believe that my daughter is going to be 17. My other daughter, who's 14, was like, are you ready for having a 17-year-old? I was like, no. My daughter is like the 17-year-old. She's the bomb.com. She balances everybody in the home. She's sassy and she's a sprite of a person. Just keeps you on your toes. Her name is Genevieve. If you guys haven't seen, she actually took over my YouTube channel one day and created a card. It was so cute. If you saw that video, let me know what you think of. I think she should become a stamper, like a demonstrator. My girlfriend that is my upline, she's been with the company since it started. She's like, just think, when Genevieve, this is when Genevieve was, I was pregnant with her. She's like, you can have your daughter join your legacy. And I was like, that would be fun. Now, I have raised a girl much like myself who's a little on the tomboy-y side, but fabulous at the same time. Oh, I just threw my adhesive. Gotta love it. Okay, another reason I love the multi-purpose liquid adhesive is because I can adjust it when it's laying on the card for a few minutes, right? So there you go. What do you guys think of that? And now when it closes, it's going to go inside of the card. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Grabbing the adhesive. And I would do the other side, but let's not take the time. I mean, you guys know the technique, right? You get that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and do this dauber here. Now you could stamp out the trees, you can stamp out, let me just say, first of all, this is kind of self-soothing, the little, like the noise and the flicking, super self-soothing. But you can just die cut the trees, you can just die cut stuff. You don't have to stamp everything, or you can stamp everything, especially with your Stamparatus, and then die cut it, or just stamp it and layer it out. Like, y'all are the boss of your project. There we go. Oopsie. Whoopsie doopsie. There we go. And it is a lot of pink on this card. And so if any of y'all are here laughing at me, it's okay. You know. But it's worth it. And I'm all about the vintage. That's like my gig. I love vintage. I love color, but I also love vintage. And we bought a home that was from the late 1700s. It's a craftsman home right on a river in this sweet little town. And we love it here. And so I love it because I have gone out and we have stained glass, and we have all kinds of really great antiques that I've bought through the home. And my studio has quite a few really fun antiques in here. And it's the bomb. I love it. There we go. My uncle and aunt were laughing, and they were like, can you stop telling people how great it is here? We don't want everybody moving here. And they're both from California, just like me. It's just so funny. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to set aside the pink and blue, the other pink and the stripe that would go right here. And we're going to look at these three pieces. Set aside the front for just now. Again, take and build your pieces, right? So, bop, 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 bop. So if you're like me, your husband watches football. He likes it when I sit down and watch football. I like football, honestly. I like a football in person. I'm not on the TV unless it's like the Super Bowl or whatever. Same with baseball. I like sports in person. Though I was raised a Dodgers girl, so I mean, we watched a lot of the baseball and football games with my dad growing up, but now I barely have time to like watch a television show or any of that. Not that there's a lot of shows worth watching. We've found some interesting shows. What do you guys like to watch? Does anybody have a show that they like to watch that they want to share that's like binge worthy? Or we don't have Netflix, so what we have is Paramount Plus, Peacock, and what's the other one that we have? Amazon Prime, and I can't remember what else we have, y'all. Oh goodness. And we're just going to do this because I'm daubing, and I might as well just get done daubing with this piece. This is going to be the front of our card, though. And if you guys didn't notice, going from the top of the cardstock down will cause a more feathered look with your ink. So you just want to be a little careful with that. Or if that's what you're seeking, like I am. Some people like clean lines. You would do more of a straight line to create a clean line. I want that soft, vintagey, feathered look on the edge. I also think it's very like gingerbready. And this is definitely going to go to any of my girlfriends that are in our homeschool communities out here who do the gingerbread thing. Like, talk about patience and art that they're creating. I love it. And one of my girlfriends did it with her whole family. So the kids each had a little piece of it, and it was gorgeous. I still couldn't get over it. Like, it lit up. It was stunning. It had stained glass. It had glass, all melted coffee and stuff. I mean, not melted coffee, melted sugar and such, right? But yeah. So we have our little happy piece here. Actually, I always stamp before I adhesive down the pieces that are going to be stamped. So what I mean by that is we're going to use this early espresso ink right here. Now this is supposed to go on the top of the gingy house, right? But instead we're going to come in here and just kind of accent a couple of corners. We could go over the top and do all four if you wanted to. I'm not that kind of person, really. Like, I kind of like a little bit less is more. And I'm mimicking the corners so that it looks better when you're mimicking. One of the benefits to using photopolymer is that you can see through while you're stamping. We're going to stamp the front of this designer series paper. Now I'm done with this piece. I can set it aside, and I'm not worried about getting it into the project, like needing to open and close ink pads or anything like that. Then we're going to grab all of our little happy pieces, and it says, "Have a sweet Christmas." And I'm stamping that in crumb cake. It's very soft, I get it, but it's super easy to do. And we're gonna do the other, From Our Home to Yours, which is perfect for the gingerbread one, you guys. Super cute, right? And that font is really cute and whimsical too. I love it, really, really do. Okay, and I'm double checking my project. Nice. Then I'm going to go ahead and put this down. I could make this look like poinsettias by coloring it, I think. I wonder. Now I want to do it. I'm not going to do it today, but now I want to play with some of the coloring. There we go. And that vintage background really just comes together so beautifully. Now, we are going to use the gumdrops in mint macaron and petal pink. So what I'm going to do is... These remind me, one of my homeschool kids, his name is Judah, and I call him Jujubee, and he hates it. He tells me to call him, which is a Pennsylvania thing he says, gum band. Do you guys know what a gum band is? Isn't that cute? Gum band is, if you guys don't know, is supposed to be, according to him... none of us had heard it before, is supposed to be a rubber band. He calls it a gum band. Now I have to wonder if that's like a roaring 20s kind of a word for it, because I had never heard that before. And I did odd numbers with the gumdrops right there because it looks better. It looks better to have the odd numbers be your equation. Now, we're going to put those on. They're stamped. They're ready to go. You can still sign them. If you're doing a bunch of these and you're worried about that, you can leave this part off until you write inside of it. If you haven't, like and share this video, subscribe, hit the bell, join us. You know, we have crafting that we do all the time. We want you to join us for all the creative wow. And I could elevate this project, and I am not going to do it today, with our Wink of Stella, just so you know. Super pretty. What do you guys think? Do you love that? And the other piece can easily go in there, but now it's gonna close. Now, the reason I close it, and then I use my bone folder to make a firm impression, is this is gonna be an interactive card. One of my really good girlfriends passed away this year, devastatingly. She was a crafter. And so she always made these over-the-top projects. And so her daughter and I still keep in touch. And Laura was just amazing. She fought cancer for probably 20 years, you guys. It's crazy, the battle, right? All right. So we have our little gingerbread house. So cute. It's all lit up. It's ready to go. And we're going to put this together. I like to start assembling. And also the reason I did that the way I did was I wanted when it opens up for it to fall, like the words to be in alignment with the little house. Does that make sense? You can add tons of embellishments that go with this. The masculine embellishments that we have, those brushed metal ones would be really pretty with this kind of vibe. But also if you want to go sparkly, we have our so many sparkly iridescent options for you guys. We know sparkle is always a little better, but fun. And I am right there. Isn't that cute on its own? But wait, there's more. So we're going to take and we die cut it. Comes with the gingerbread dies. We're going to take this gorgeous trim that we have right here of the little fence. And I'm going to place it across the front of this. I don't want to guess at where the adhesive's going. So instead, what I'm going to do is just trim off right there. And you can use a little gingy on the inside if you wanted to, the little piece, right? We're almost done. And I have to tell you, the pancake baby, right? The first pancake you make is always your like longer, and you usually screw it up and have to throw that pancake away, right? So you don't have to like kind of go crazy with this project. You just want to have it do it. Less is more with the adhesive, y'all. There we go. Now, when it's dry, what I like to do, you guys, is because this is sticky, I will take our embossing buddy and I will pat it down over the fence area. Another great one would have been our adhesive sheets, and I should have just done it on the adhesive sheets. So freaking easy to use. Hello, Lynn. I'm good. How are you? So this is a really interactive card, and that makes me happy. We're done with the ink pads. I'm going to put those away. Well, we're done with the pink and the yellow and the green. Well, we're not done with the green because we're using mint macaron ink pad, and we're going to do some daubing. I am grabbing these 3 odd numbers are best, you guys. Always, always, odd numbers are best. So we're going to take the dauber in the mint macaron. Where'd the little house, the little tree go? You guys, I probably dropped it, didn't I? Did I bring it over? Okay. And we're just going to take the dauber in the mint and we're going to tip off those trees. Now, this is just die cut, so it's not stamped, right? I could have stamped it, but I'm simplifying that aspect. And so I could take, like, say I was working on this project, and I could have taken it with me and had it at lunch while I was talking to people. Some of my girlfriends, we had our homeschool community group today, and I could have been just sitting there daubing, right? So we have 1, 2, 3. Ooh. And just daub off and create dimension. This is very one-dimensional because we've used multi-purpose liquid adhesive across the board. So what we're going to do, we're going to add some dimension. Oh my gosh, Lynn, that's hysterical. So Lynn and I went to a Stampin' Up event together in Las Vegas, and my baby was, and I was with Melissa. Yes, I do remember you, my friend. And my baby was little at the time, and she's older now. All of my girls were born in Stampin' Up, like in my time with Stampin' Up. And so there are Stampin' Up babies. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. Okay, so this is not a card I will do 100 of. I might do like 50 of these, quite legit, because I love them. I love an interactive card, but you're going to have to mail it special. You just are. And so it's good to see you, honey bunny. This is where I'm going to grab the mini dimensionals and just grab 2 of them. So 1 and 2. Right there. And it's going to go across the front because odd numbers look best. Okay. So this card, I love it. Do you guys love this, Lynn? Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. I'm closing my ink pad so I can make sure as soon as we're done, I'll take photos and go blog it so you can have all those measurements, right? So this came together really beautifully. And when you open it, right, so you have this really cute card, just like so. You can create a belly band for that. So what that would look like, you guys, is you just take the scrap of extra cardstock and you put it around, right? And you have a slidable thing. I think it kind of takes away from the front of the card because you're going to cover something. And so the gingerbread set is really easy to use and you don't have to worry about that. And when it opens up, are you ready? It opens up super easy. And it's vintage. It's got the gumdrops. It has the really little scrolly, sweet, gingerbready look. Super easy. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you want some more of it? How many of these would you make, though? That's my question. My friend Bonnie is probably still on here. She'd make 100. She's amazing, you guys. Okay. Hi. So super stoked to be with you guys tonight. I love how easy this single cardstock comes out together. It's no thinking, really. It's just a matter of being kind of systematic in your crafting, and then it comes together. So sweet. This little gingerbread house looks like it's glowing. It's fun. And it's really easy to do, especially when you have your Stamparatus, and it's different. I'm missing your call today. I was snow today in Tacoma, Washington. Okay. I didn't know it was snowing in Washington. It's not snowing here today, so thank goodness for that. Not yet. It snowed and then went away. It's going to come back. So this little trio of trees will balance this project out. The house is on one side. The beautiful wrought iron is on there. You have a lot of balance happening with a non-traditional card. So pink and brown, not necessarily your go-to for Christmas colors, but it opens up super sweet and it has this vintage vibe. And it's called the Abigail Rose. So I will have all these measurements and the shopping list momentarily on my blog before I head off to bed. So I appreciate you guys for joining me today. I appreciate you being part of this journey. I hope this made you smile as much as it did me. I am grateful for you. You're welcome, Melly. Did you enjoy it? What's your guys' favorite aspect of this card, though? That's what I would like to know. If you haven't, you can get on my email list. Make sure you let me know, or mailing list for your own catalog sent to you. And we have our Getting Crafty Technique Club that starts in January. So you want to make sure you join in on that. The rewards are huge. I mean, massive. Your own shopping spree, a massive coupon sheet, and a birthday special. So you like the colors used, Denise? I do too. For me, the pink I would go with our Stampin' Up. There's a use for pink, like, hello, my lips are pink. But I love the petal pink with the crumb cake and the early espresso and the mint macaron. I think it's really pretty. It comes together easily too. I appreciate you guys for joining me. I'm going to go and photo and blog for you so that it's on there legit. There's no excuse, because tomorrow will come and I have hopes and aspirations that will not happen. And then I beat myself up. We need to have grace for one another, y'all. So I hope this made you smile as it does me. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell and join us with our upcoming vision of crafting that's always coming your way. And I hope it's as sweet as you are. I love that card. I love this card. Thanks for joining me. Have a great night. God bless. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.